If you see an opportunity, just go all in.
Oh yeah, if there's one thing I learned from George and what made me a better money manager because of George, it's exactly that. It's not whether you're right or wrong. It's how much money you make when you're right and how much you lose when you're wrong.
If you see the opportunity, you go all in. And that's what many of us have done. We've seen the crypto opportunity. We're invested in utility coins, and we know we are going to win long term. That is the macro view. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zip back with you again to have a crypto discussion with you and talk all things crypto, macro view, give you the big picture, and keep you non-emotional. We do not care about the markets on this channel. They'll go up, they'll go down. And we've seen in the last couple of days, they can go down significantly. A lot of money's been lost in the last few days, but we know what we are invested in. High quality, utility, crypto, XRP, hbar, XDC, XLM, SHX, to name just a few. And we know we're headed for the promised land. And I just want to be part of that journey with you and keep you positive, keep you motivated, and give you the big picture of what is going on in the environment as we travel through this. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers. Appreciate all the likes and the comments. Keep pumping them up. Helps the algorithm. We want to grow this community with like-minded people that resonate together, so that we can spend the rest of our days on the most beautiful beaches of the world as our bags are filled. And 2025 is the year we're going to thrive, and we're going to see that this evening. Let's jump straight into it, and let's listen to the Bank of America CEO and his outlook on a dollar-backed stable coin.
It's pretty clear there's going to be a stable coin, which is going to be a fully dollar-backed, type of thing, which is no different than a money market fund with check access, is no different than a bank account, really. And so, if they make that legal, we'll go into that business. So you'll have a Bank of America coin and a U.S. dollar deposit, and we'll be able to move them back and forth, because now it hasn't been legal for us to do it, but it's just then like another foreign currency. The question of what it's useful for is going to be interesting. It's pretty clear that
stable coins are going to be the front end of the new financial environment as they modernize the archaic environment and update it with cryptocurrencies, DeFi, and everything that's coming forward. But stable coins are going to play a huge part of that. And we know that Ripple and RLUSD is definitely going to be a part of that. Very, very clearly now, this is all the puzzle pieces are coming together. The big pictures are, the institutions are coming, and the regulations for stable coins are coming this year, as America is going to be the crypto capital of the world. And you'll see that theme throughout tonight, as America gets behind something, everyone follows. The world will follow. And that is what is happening right before our eyes. Ripple News came out with some information today as far as institutional DeFi to scale. We know that it needs to be compliance ready and interoperable infrastructure. Again, interoperability is the key. There will not be one winner takes all, but Ripple is leading the charge with the environment. And in Q2, they're going to be working on AMM trading and on-chain price oracles, tokenized real-world assets. Again, tokenization of real-world assets. We hear this theme. I show you this theme each and every day. That is what's going to be coming on-chain in the next several years. And it's all starting in 2025. And they're also going to be working on decentralized identity DID for secure transactions. Again, the key phrase here is for who? Institutional DeFi. That's what's going to bring all the liquidity to the environment until the chains, and that's going to pump our bags in this environment. And again, Q2, they got a lot going on and what they want to finish. We know how big Ripple is and how devoted they are to updating and bringing new capabilities to the XRPL. exciting to have a company that big. Now we're going to move on to Hedericon. A lot of information came out through this today. These are a couple clips from that. We're going to take a listen to Swift here, discuss the environment in 2025. Stable, you'll hear him mention stable coins. But again, a lot more information probably coming from Hedericon as I absorb this information. But let's take a listen to this clip and then have a discussion.
You Swift adapting or augmenting to incorporate this new technology?
Well, I'm gonna say there's really two levels of this. So the first level is internal, and the second level is external. So internally, right, we have message fields, we have things like this that need to be adjusted. So for example, if you're doing a cross-border payment, there's a drop-down currency menu. It's an ISO menu, it's not a Swift menu, but it doesn't have stablecoins in it. So that needs to be adjusted. The size of the fields needs to be adjusted. Right now, well, we're in the process of making changes like this, but the size of the field will fit a BIC number. It won't fit a wallet address. So, you know, these are the kind of mechanical problems that we have to work through. So I think those are happening.
So the difficulty, again, they are changing all of the financial system, the back end, the front end, the middle where that is going to be being utilized. It takes a lot of work to rebuild that. It is not a light switch operation. They're working on the internal processes, the external processes. Again, the macro view of why this has taken so long, but we are right at the front edge of all of this change. Let's continue to listen.
And then the second level at which Swift works is with our with our banks, right? So Swift is just, you know, we're the network, but really where the problems happen or where the changes happen is at the bank level. So a lot of what we're trying to do is make it easier for banks to then incorporate these new technologies and these new payment instruments. So that's it's a combination of addressing the reasons for fragmentation, addressing the compliance issues. Compliance is hugely problematic for these banks because, of course, if you're using traditional rails, right, you have a certain way of doing compliance. If you're using hugely expensive, but if we can provide a way that they could integrate maybe with an aggregator or some other way, then that would make it cheaper for them and make it more straightforward for the entire industry. So this is really where we're looking. We've done a lot of POCs, kind of live trials to understand where the different pressure points are and where the frictions are and how they can be addressed.
Yeah.
Again, changing the financial system, looking at everything from the inside out and upgrading an interoperable system, which will be compliant, where XRP, hbar, SHX, all of these cryptos and these technologies will play part of that at the local banking environment, as she was saying, as well at the cross-border environment as we are moving money at a click of a button versus the way we're having to move money cross-border today, leveling the playing field.
Yeah. In 2025, you've got a lot of live trials coming up because we were talking
Absolutely.
to your team just last week, and some amazing stuff coming up.
Again, the point to that point, she reiterated a little bit of what the other video said, but the point is 2025, you heard it, they are doing live testing. Again, they have been building this system behind the scenes for years and years. 2025 is the year. The regulations are coming. Everything is falling in place as we've been waiting for quite a long time. But we're here, ladies and gentlemen. So be excited if you're holding on. If you are brand new to this environment and you just went through this, and this was your first huge dump of the market, be non-emotional. Pay no attention to it. Understand, learn the technology that you're invested in, and you will be comfortable and you will win in the end. You just have to hang on. Do not sell your positions. That's the key. All right. Now, Greg Kidd, he's talking about the environment that we're sitting in compared to where we were previously and the changes, and why right now it is being, the playing field is being leveled, and the best technology, the best companies are the ones that are going to win. Let's take a listen to this.
I don't want to be in a Tony Soprano kind of situation anymore where it feels like a shakedown world. And having been, on the wrong side of the shakedown when I was at Ripple to, being an investor in Coinbase to like having my application never being acknowledged as even being filed. You know, I'm ready just to roll up my sleeves and get to work. And I really like the space. And I feel like we're finally at a time where what's going to happen in the marketplace is going to be determined by like who executes, as opposed to like who's the best at threading the regulatory needle. And look, I've been pretty good at threading that regulatory needle, but I don't think that should be the highest. that shouldn't be what determines success in this. There's a lot of other people that are really good at building products and operating, value add for customers and businesses and stuff. And it's sort of sad that, you have to be like, an insider to even get a seat at the table to play in this game. Well, the boom is already on. The boom is definitely on right here. I was at it for 2018. It was again in 2021. I'm sure there'll be another bust. There'll be a big shakeout. Like there's a gazillion people that are working on like stablecoin integration. We're putting a couple of bets in on that. But, it's like any gold rush. It's going to overshoot and come back. Question is, is that going to come back later this year? Is it next year? But, we're in it for the long haul. And so we try not to get buffeted by these up and down cycles. But it is party on right now.
Again, the party is on, and don't get buffeted by the ups and the downs. Stay in it. And as he was speaking to, the administration's behind it now. So now these companies are coming on board and are able to actually implement the phenomenal technology, crypto technology, DLT technology, blockchain technology that is there. They're going to be able to implement that without all the roadblocks and having to kiss a ring, so to speak, to be able to get it pushed forward. So big ticket there. Stay engaged. Stay excited. The future is absolutely bright. More SEC news. They are just dropping cases left and right. SEC drops the Uniswap investigation. Again, macro view, this is all great as they're going through this. We are just absolutely waiting for them to drop or for something to happen with this Ripple case. And we don't know if it'll be dropped or not, but man, when it does, that's going to be the next leg up. And with the ETFs, to include XRP's ETF and all the other ones, and the SEC dropping all of these cases, timing is absolutely phenomenal and exciting. Coinbase, SEC following. Listen to what he says about this lawsuit. And again, the theme tonight is the macro view. Everything has changed. We are positioned, well positioned, and ready to take advantage of what is coming in 2025.
Coinbase is now in the clear from this misguided lawsuit brought by the SEC nearly 2 years ago. But what's more important is that crypto in America and the American economy is in the clear of 4 years of misguided policy under the approach of former SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Rather than putting America first, he had America follow. Other countries have raced ahead. Coinbase is now in the clear from this.
America is now leading the race. And again, all the 4 years, 6 years of frustration is behind us. We are now running. We are up in front, and the whole world is coming together. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, 2025, we are only, it feels like it's been a long 2025 already, but we are early in. It's only been 2 months into the new year, and we have all kinds of accelerant that's being added to this environment, which is just going to light the fire. Very exciting. Wanted to bring to your attention tomorrow, if you have time, you may want to pay attention to the Digital Asset Subcommittee hearing tomorrow with Senator Cynthia Lummis. Again, these things did not happen previously now. Now Congress is fully engaged in a bipartisan environment to where they're trying to get these regulations passed, the stable coins, all of the things that the crypto czar and the advisory council are going to be working on, getting a possibly possibly a Bitcoin reserve and a crypto asset reserve. If you cannot see the bigger picture, I don't know how else to show it to you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I am here just to go through this journey. I am just an individual, just like you, just walking through it and just trying to put the information out there to keep you engaged and give you the larger macro view of what is going on and to keep you excited and just to hold on. Now is the time. If the dip that we just had, hopefully you bought the dip. I know I did, because every time it goes down, I'm DCAing back in and buying more crypto. These prices are extremely, extremely cheap, especially for the utility projects that we see or that we have, that we are invested in. And with the tokenization and all the other stuff that is coming on top of that, we are in so early, and that's why it's vitally important. Please get the word out. Talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors, at least expose them to it, because when they see you retiring and they see you hanging out on your boats, yachts, going on vacations, whatever it is that you may want to do, I want to be able to afford them an opportunity to join in. So whenever I get the opportunity, I talk to someone about it. And if they are negative towards it, I keep moving on. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change my mindset, because I know what we hold here. And again, I know you know what you hold, and please be safe, be secure out there. Watch the scams. There are so many scammers out there still. Just protect your assets. Have them on hardware wallets or a software wallet. Again, get them off of the exchanges. Please do not keep your assets on exchanges, and be safe and have an absolutely great rest of your evening, day, wherever you are. And until next time, Zip is out.